It's the Seals game night in the jungle in Milton for the Heartland Athletic Conference Division I opener tonight as the Selinsgrove Seals look to snap a 3-game losing streak as they take on the Black Panthers here tonight. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Happy New Year to you all. Ray, good news for the Selinsgrove team despite carrying a 3-game losing streak into tonight as they begin the new year with Gavin Bastian, who hurt his ankle, left early in the first quarter in the loss at Mechanicsburg last week with an ankle injury. He is good to go and will start tonight. That's a huge boost for this team.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Matt. That is great news for the Seals. Gavin is the leader when it comes down to crunch time, and hopefully this game will be a close one, and they're sure going to need Gavin at crunch time tonight.
Another player that they'll need to start stepping up here as the offense has kind of sputtered the last 3 games during this losing streak, Ray, has been Reese Noggle, who really hasn't scored a whole lot at all in these last 3 games, and that's someone that really needs to get back involved here.
The Seals in general, Matt, their offense is all over the place. They need to find some consistency, and Reese is one of those guys where he'll give you 12 one night and not much the next night. And you can say that about all the starters except for maybe Blake and Gavin. The other guys, Spencer is all over the place. Val's not much of a scorer. But those guys need to step up and score points. You don't have to put up 20, but getting close to double digits certainly would help the Seals' cause.
And, of course, not only is this the Hack 1 opener tonight, but we were talking to Milton head coach Ryan Brandray. We were joking with him before the game. Everyone involved in this court tonight is either a former player, former member of your coaching staff, or both. So this team is as familiar as it gets for both sides.
Yeah, so I guess I can't lose tonight. One of my guys is going to win no matter what. But, yeah, it is nice to see, Coach Brandt and Coach Wynn on the other side along with Matt Bingaman. He was part of the Seals program. So those 3 coaches are all Seals background. And then, of course, you have the head coach Ryan Kaiser's brother. Justin Kaiser's assistant Ryan and John Bauer and Hunter George all played for the Seals as well, and for me. So yeah, it's fun to watch those guys coach, and I told you earlier it's a great atmosphere here. I miss coaching in the playoffs, but it'll be interesting to see how these guys go against each other.
Another interesting aspect of this matchup here tonight doesn't necessarily have to do with what's on the court, Ray, but a couple of the players from both sides were involved in this, and that's, of course, what happened at the end of the football playoff game across the street a couple of months ago. First time both these programs have met in an athletic contest since then, so you have that aspect in there to make sure that all cooler heads prevail should anything come up, but even in the course of the game itself, you have that still in the mix that's been talked about on both sides here coming into tonight.
I don't think Matt, you're going to see that much from the players. These players know each other. They're friends. They're obviously going to play hard, but the whole incident between the 2 schools, the social media blow up. I think that put more fans in the seats tonight. We have a really good crowd. Both the Seals have a good student body here, and Milton is well represented as well. So it'll be a loud atmosphere, but I think once the tip-off starts, I don't think you're going to worry about who did what.
You look at here in the jungle right now, Ray, you mentioned it. It's about three quarters full, both sides, so it definitely should be loud here tonight. It's a blackout for the Selinsgrove student section that's behind us courtside, and it's a whiteout for the Milton Black Panthers student section on the opposite side, so it should make for a fun atmosphere here tonight. Seals trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. 5-4 overall coming into tonight. Milton 4-3. They've won their last 3 in a row coming into tonight's game off a 54-42 win against Warrior Run. We'll have more, including opening lineups and the opening tip-off after this. This is Seals basketball on SBC Sports Live.
A one-of-a-kind experience that you will want to relive time and time again. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge. Their team painstakingly focuses on every detail to ensure that every aspect of your experience is truly breathtaking. Whether it's a date night, special occasion, private events, both big and small, from beginning to end, Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge offers a truly remarkable experience that you and your loved ones will cherish forever. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge, Selinsgrove.
The Sunbury Motor Company.
Austin Martin, Kia Elite Sales Consultant, Maranatha Christian School.
Amber Wren, Certified Hyundai and Lincoln Sales Consultant, Selinsgrove Area High School.
Ian Chikuski, Certified Ford Sales Professional, Mount Carmel and Shamokin area.
Christopher Stengline, Ford Certified Sales Consultant, Selinsgrove Area High School.
Tom Mertz, fourth generation owner, Sunbury Motor Company, Shikellamy High School.
A tradition of trust since 1915.
Senior Helpers of Sunbury offers a comprehensive suite of programs and services that support aging in place. Our primary goal is to help provide a high quality of life for our clients and their families by delivering customized, dependable, and affordable care. If you or a loved one is interested in learning more about what Senior Helpers can do for you, visit us online, on Facebook, or in person at 39 North 4th Street in Sunbury.
Platinum Central Pennsylvania is celebrating 10 years in the Mid-State, and we're offering 10 cents down for a limited time only. Come see us at any one of our 6 locations in Carlisle, Mechanicsburg, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Selinsgrove, and the brand new Platinum Hershey. Only 10 cents down. Your show, your flow, just bring the dough. Platinum, baby, we get you done.
Back here as we get set for tonight's Hack 1 opener between the Selinsgrove Seals and the Milton Black Panthers here in the jungle in Milton. Matt Catrillo, Ray Boyer here with you on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Let's look now at our opening lineups for tonight's game. We're going to start with the hometown Black Panthers. They're led by number 3, Xavier Minium, a 6'0", 185-pound senior. Number 11, Ashton Crawl, a 6'4", 200-pound senior center. Next is number 24, Luke DeLong, a senior point guard. We might see him at shooting guard as well tonight. Number 31, Nigel Hunter at point guard, a 6'1 junior. And number 33, Jace Brandt, a 6'2", 205-pound senior guard and senior forward. And Black Panthers led by Ryan Brandt, their head coach, 4-3 coming into tonight. They've won their last 3 in a row as well. As the lights go dim for the starting lineup for the Black Panthers here in the jungle. Meanwhile, for the Seals, number 4, Reese Noggle, same 5 as always. Number 23, Gavin Bastian getting the start tonight. As we mentioned, coming off the ankle injury, left early in the first quarter in last week's loss at Mechanicsburg. Number 30, Val Barralera will get the start as well. Number 32, Blake Cannon. And number 40, Spencer George, rounding out the starting 5 for the Selinsgrove Seals. 5-4 overall coming into tonight. 53-26 loss to Mechanicsburg, 64-22 loss versus Cumberland Valley last week. As well as they announce the starting lineup here tonight. Ray, I can't really say I've seen anything like this before for a high school gymnasium. This is great.
Yeah, this is a great atmosphere as the PA announcer says, welcome to the jungle. Starting the lineups in the dark tonight. Just a great atmosphere.
You know, this Milton Black Panthers team, Ray, is a team that can score. You have Xavier Minium, who just took the court, Nigel Hunter, Jace Brandt, all averaging in double figures right now. So that's going to be a challenge for Selinsgrove defensively here tonight.
Yeah, the Seals need to play great defense tonight, and yeah, those guys are going to score their points tonight, but the Seals got to make them earn every basket. The last couple games, the Seals defenses had just had some mental lapses and given up some easy buckets, and they got to really take away easy buckets tonight and make the Panthers earn every shot they get.
So the Seals will look to break their 3-game slide here tonight. Of course, the other loss in this 3-game losing streak was in overtime, 53-52 at Mifflinburg after a 5-1 start, which was a 5-game winning streak for the Seals team as they take the floor here tonight in Milton.
And as we said before, the Seals have been struggling in the first quarter, and in a big crowd here in a kind of a hostile environment, real important for them to get off to a good start. They don't need to necessarily win the quarter, but they got to stay close, and they got to get some points on the board.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Ray. They've been outscored in the first quarter, 102-71. Second quarter, they've been outscored 130-95. And we'll see if they can right that ship here tonight. Blake Haddon and Ashton Crawl battling for the opening tip. Seals win it. Off we go from the jungle in Milton. Glad to have you with us here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Panthers in man-to-man. Seals looking to run an offense, looking for Spencer George in the post.
Bastion looking to drive wide array, and then he traveled, and the Seals turn it over on their opening possession.
Yeah, Gavin got in the paint, but he drugged the pivot foot. I don't know if that's a little residual from the ankle or just he didn't plant well.
Seals in the usual 2-2-1 full court trap that's been really working well for them this year. Broken up, though. Jace Brand splits the D, then is blocked from behind. Ball still loose. It's picked up by Nigel Hunter. So this Black Panthers keep possession.
Yeah, Jace Brandt's going to do a good job driving all night. The Seals got to make sure they had weak side help, and that time they did. Great team defense.
Brandt now in the corner. Seals in the 2-3 zone. Wide open Minium, deep three off the front of the rim and the offensive board. Goes back to DeLong. That was Hunter with the board. And Haddon got a piece of the shot there by DeLong. And then it's Jace Brand who finishes it off anyway.
Yeah, good block by Blake, but Val was already turned to rebound and didn't see that it was short. Good play by Brandt to just pick up the garbage and put it in.
Offensive rebounds have been a problem for the Seals lately, but right back comes Reese Noggle. We talked about him in the pregame needing to step up, bucket and one right there.
Huge basket by Reese. Great to see him drive to the basket and the N1. And that time he went right to it and he drew the harm. Sometimes we see games where he's altered his shot trying to avoid contact. That time he went right to the rim, picked up the foul, and has a chance to convert.
Misses the next free throw. That's still been a problem for the Seals. 54% as a team coming into tonight. But we're tied at 2 as Noggle scores for the first time in 2 games in the opening minute and a half here in Milton. DeLong and Minium play catch against this 2-3 zone of the Seals. Inside to Nigel Hunter. And now he'll back it up and reset. DeLong trying to find Brand in the post. He'll get that in the corner. Spins on Haddon, now driving against Barolaro, and then throws it away. And this is going to be backcourt against Milton.
Yeah, great defense. They had Brandt trapped there. He tried to throw it out, threw a little too strong. The Seals create a turnover. Milton right now is doing what the Seals did earlier in the season against the 2-3. They're just passing around the perimeter. Nobody's looking to drive. So far, 2-3 working really well for the Seals.
Man-to-man defensively. Noggle drives it through, and he's got the Seals' first 4 points and their first lead of the night.
That's awesome to see Reese play like that. He's capable of doing that every game, and that's just something that he's got to learn to do, that he can do that every game.
Hunter weaving in and out of defenders and lays it in to tie the game at 4.
Tough drive by Nigel Hunter over the big guy, probably the best shot blocker in the league he scored over.
Barolaro in the corner, trying to go inside for George. Nothing doing, goes back to Haddon now. Haddon flips it back. Val Barolaro, deep three. Pretty good look there, nothing doing. Spencer George with the offensive board. Drives on Christian Crawl, can't finish. Gets his own board again, ball still loose. Noggle there to rebound it and put it back for 6 points for number 4.
Who is that kid? Who is that kid?
He's coming out with authority so far in this one for the senior. All 6 points for the Seals, who are back in front. Some ball pressure there right at midcourt on Hunter by Gavin Bastion. And out DeLong will set things up.
Milton so far is not having anybody in the high post. There's a steal by Bastion.
And then Bastion drives and misses. Not Noggle there, that was. Almost had another putback, and he's getting up slow on the other end. Meanwhile, it's Hunter. Selinsgrove wants a timeout. Luckily, the ball goes out of bounds. And let's see, and Noggle's still going to stay in the game, I believe, as it's Val Barolaro that comes out, and Luke Pietsu comes back in.
Yeah, Reese hit the deck pretty good there with his knee, but that's something that looks like he can walk off. It's just a bump, not a structural thing.
What a start for Reese Noggle. All 6 points. Seals looking to add to their 2-point lead. He'll take it and drive again and lay it in again. 8 points for the Seals, 8 points for Reese Noggle.
Just an awesome start for Reese and an awesome start for the Seals.
Hunter trapped in the corner, gets it off to Brandt. Brandt kicks it back for Minium. The pass was tipped. Makes it back to Minium anyway, and now Nigel Hunter will set it up for the Black Panthers. under the halfway point of the opening quarter. Cross-court pass to Hunter again. Hunter goes back to Brandt. Now over to Luke DeLong. Minium back to DeLong again as Black Panthers continue working the ball around. Minium thinking three, and a foul going to be called here, and that is going to be the first on Blake Haddon.
Yeah, I thought maybe he took a step, looked like he might have picked up his pivot before he dribbled, but the referee called the reach before the walk.
And now Bastian will get a rest, and Nate Cataldi checks in for the first time tonight. DeLong back to Minium. Minium thinking three. Back to DeLong. Now he'll shoot a three, and he knocks it down. First three of the ball game for the Black Panthers.
Good ball movement by the Panthers. DeLong open on the wing and drained it.
Seals themselves only had 2 3-pointers in the loss at Mechanicsburg, one each for Bastian and for Nate Cataldi, and the Seals will keep it here.
Reese Nago again on the drive, draws another foul. I believe that is on Luke DeLong, his first.
Val Barillero, Tyler Swineford checking in for the Seals. Haddon and George come off. First appearance of the game for Tyler Swineford. And that's 2 already on Luke DeLong.
Yeah, that's right. He picked up that other one early.
So he's going to come out, and in comes Will Frieda, the 5'10 senior.
His first foul was on the and one for Reese Noggle for the first basket of the game.
Noggle inside to Val Barillero. Got it, and one. Perhaps the biggest bucket of the season for Val Barillero right there on the terrific feed from Reese Noggle.
Yeah, good inbounds play. Val got wide open off the screen from Tyler Swineford and has a chance to make an and one. Struggled from the foul line this year, but a chance to give the Seals a 4-point lead.
We're right about that, Ray. 1 of 8 at the free throw line coming into tonight. Doesn't get the roll there, but the Seals have their largest lead at 3, 10-7.
Seals coming out this game's already in double figures with 2 to go. That's a really good sign for Selinsgrove.
And 8 of them from the senior Reese Noggle. The other just now from Val Barillero. Nigel Hunter thinking 3, kicks it back out to Minium. Minium will reset. Minium, of course, coming off a terrific senior season on the football field for the Black Panthers.
Yeah, very fast kid.
Brandt splits the defenders and tried to kick it out to Frieda. He wasn't expecting it, and Milton turns it over.
I think when Brandt got that first shot blocked by Blake Haddon, he's been driving in the lane a little bit, but he's looking to dish instead of shoot. The size of the Selinsgrove Seals might have him a little flustered early.
Bastian drives, floats it for 2, short. Barillero had a chance for it. Bastian gets it back, kicks it out. Swineford for 3, too strong, and then a foul going to be called here. It's going to be against the Seals.
Yeah, we haven't hit the wire. The carom off the shot hit the wire above the basket.
So 1:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Still a 3-point lead for the Seals. In the 1-2-2 full court trap. They showed a little bit of that for the first time against Mechanicsburg. Now Brandt in trouble, somehow gets away from it, dishes it off to Crawl, and he lays it in. That was good composure from Chase Brandt.
Yeah, he got trapped there right in front of us and able to dribble out of it and found Crawl for the easy bucket.
Milton in within 1, 10-9. Bastian driving and floats it in for 2. Big drive there from Gavin Bastian. He's on the board for the first time tonight.
The ankle not looking any worse for wear so far.
Seals back to a 3-point lead. Minium in some trouble, trying to get out of it. Now he's double teamed, stripped by Bastian, but Milton will keep it. And Noggle and Spencer George come back in for the Seals with 1-on-1 left in the quarter.
Yeah, Seals showing a little bit different defense. They're letting the ball go a little bit deeper into the front court, and then they're trapping almost at the top of the key extended. So a little bit different look than what they've shown before.
And Nate Cataldi also back in as well. Under a minute now. Minium cross court to Deal. Deal puts up a three, too strong. Paul Hamus gets the rebound. Seals can go 2 for 1 here if they want. Deciding to run some clock.
Yeah. Milton switched to a 1-3-1, slowing down the Seals.
Paul Hamus in the corner for three, short. Noggle crashing the boards again. Goes back to Paul Hamus, back to Noggle. Now back to Paul Hamus, who's thinking three. Cross court for George, and that was just over his fingertips there.
Yeah, the right idea. He threw it a little too high for Spencer to grab, but Reese Noggle showing the most aggressive play I've seen him play so far this year.
Absolutely.
Just really in there. Offensive rebound, offensively attacking the glass. Love to see it.
Coming out a good time, too.
Yes,
9
sir.
seconds to go. Brand in trouble again in the corner. Trying to find a pass. It was tipped. Cataldi get a chance for it. Hunter keeps it alive to Brand, and then Brand was fouled with 1.2 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, but it won't be a shooting foul, so not the kind of foul you want to see, but no harm.
That's on Spencer George. That'll be his first. So quick catch and shoot situation here for Milton with 1.2 left in the quarter. Brandt to Minium, just going to throw up a prayer, and that's short, and that'll do it for the opening quarter. An impressive first quarter, perhaps the best first quarter of the season for the Selinsgrove Seals. They lead at 12-9 after one. This is Seals basketball on SBC Sports Live.
Senior Helpers of Sunbury offers a comprehensive suite of programs and services that support aging in place. Our primary goal is to help provide a high quality of life for our clients and their families by delivering customized, dependable, and affordable care. If you or a loved one is interested in learning more about what Senior Helpers can do for you, visit us online, on Facebook, or in person at 39 North 4th Street in Sunbury.
Start of the second quarter here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you. Ray, we've talked about how much of a problem the first quarter has been. Selinsgrove was outscored 102-71 coming into tonight in opening quarters. They outscore their opponent here tonight, Milton, 12-9. And a big reason why was the play of Reese Noggle.
Oh, it's so good to see Reese come out and play aggressively, playing like he's capable of playing. What a change between what we've seen tonight so far and what we saw down in the Mechanicsburg tournament. Just an awesome start for the Seals and Reese Noggle.
Noggle was scoreless in both games in the Mechanicsburg tournament last week. He has 8 of the first 12 points. Seals on defense here to start the second. Val Barrilero getting a bucket and one. Missed the free throw, though. And Gavin Bastian had the other bucket for the Seals in that opening quarter, who did get the start tonight despite the ankle injury and leaving last week's game in Mechanicsburg early, but show no signs of slowing down tonight so far. Minium, a deep three, short, and Noggle will collect the rebound.
Yeah, great job again in the 2-3. Make a Minium shoot 6 feet beyond the arc, and we'll let them shoot from out there all night.
Seals only attempted 2 3-pointers in that opening quarter. George trying to make a move on Crawl, unable to finish. And again, finishing those easy shots have continued to be an issue for the Seals.
Yeah, Seals got it in the paint. Spencer just wasn't able to convert, and Brandt was there for the rebound.
Still a 2-3 zone defensively for the Seals to start the second. Minium finds Crawl, back to Brandt. Brandt, a healthy three, short, it turns out. And Noggle will get the rebound, and the blackout from Selinsgrove lets him hear it. Meanwhile, it's Cataldi in transition, and he's fouled.
Yeah, great look by Reese Noggle, found Nate. Nate Cataldi gets up and down the floor as good as anybody I've seen in a long time for Selinsgrove. He's just always running the floor.
Cataldi is 3 of 5 at the free throw line coming into tonight for the season.
And that's 2 fouls on Jace Brandt.
So that's 2 on DeLong and 2 on Jace Brandt for Milton. DeLong had both fouls in the opening quarter as Luke Pietzu comes back in. And Cataldi misses both, but Blake Haddon with the offensive board. Finds Cataldi again, back inside to Spencer George. George spins and lays it up for 2. Good work there on Spencer George on Ashton Crawl.
Yeah, very nice spin move by Spencer there. Got a tough basket over Crawl.
Seals' largest lead at 5. Hunter in some trouble. Oh, check that. That was Frida in some trouble, but he got it away to Xavier Minium. Now it's Hunter with the basketball.
Milton switching up their offense. Now they have Minium in the post, a high post. Now he just popped back out.
Frida in the corner now, playing catch with, or check that, that was Hunter playing catch with Minium. Hunter drives, floats it for 2, nothing doing, and Spencer George able to corral the loose ball.
Good hustle by Spencer. Seals playing great defense, contested that shot, and Milton so far not an answer on offense against that tough 2-3 tonight.
And a timeout called here by Justin Kaiser as Val Barillero and Gavin Bastian get ready to check back in for the Seals. Largest lead at 5 at 14-9, and Ray, it just seems, I mean, not just from Reese Noggle, he definitely has obviously set the tone for the Seals, but overall, this is the most aggressive and the most confident we've seen the Seals, and that's a really good sign considering what's transpired in this 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, I mean, we talked earlier about not giving up easy baskets on defense. That, you know, you mentioned the 3 guys in double figures for Milton, that they're going to score their points. And so far, the Seals are not giving up any easy baskets. They're getting lots of traps. They're making Milton shoot from outside. When they are getting in, they're forcing them to take shots over the Seals' big guys. So far, the defense has been really good.
And the Seals want to see some better execution out of the timeout. That's been a problem at times this season so far. But good ball movement here.
And Milton's in a 3-2 right now. Seals are just passing around the perimeter.
Naga launches a 3. Oh, yeah! Why not? What else has he done tonight? 8-point lead, largest of the night for the Seals.
Absolutely. Welcome to Reese Noggle night here at the Jungle.
11 points for him already, and the Seals turn it over. 3-on-2, Haddon with the ball. Behind the back pass to Noggle, who couldn't finish. Haddon gets his own miss, though, and lays it in for 2. And the Seals are all sorts of fired up. They lead by 10.
Yeah, great transition. Good hustle by Blake to get the miss and put it back up.
The Jungle is silent. Under 4:40 to go here in the opening half.
The Seals are running out and trapping again.
And a foul going to be called here on Haddon. That's going to be number 2.
Yeah, Blake just a little too aggressive, reached in and got called for the foul. That's number 2, yep, and here comes Tyler.
And there he is, Tyler Swineford checking back in. And with a 10-point lead, if the Seals can keep it this way, if you're Justin Kaiser, maybe you might be able to rest Haddon a little bit till at least late in the quarter. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no sense having him back in there picking up a third if you have a 10-point lead.
This has been a luxury for Selinsgrove. Haven't had this since the Wilkes-Barre game.
That's right.
And that didn't come to the fourth quarter.
Right.
Hunter, cross-court pass, dangerous pass to Ryland Scott, who just checked in for Milton. Hunter thinking 3, now drives, floats it for 2, and he got it over Val Barillero.
Yeah, tough shot by Nigel Hunter over Val Barillero. Val came out, challenged it, but Nigel put it in over top of him.
So the Seals lead cut to 8.
Milton still in their 3-2.
Swineford had some room to work with, but then he was stripped from behind. Minium kicks it back to Hunter, thinking 3, makes a move on Bastian, spins, and goes back to Minium. Now Hunter again, will try a 3, got it. Big one there for Nigel Hunter, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point game right away.
Hunter has 8 of the Panthers' 14 points, and he's starting to come alive here. Seals got to find out where he is at on defense.
So nice response here from the Black Panthers at home. Bastian for 3, long, but Pietzu right there for it. Pietzu to Barillero in the post, and goes back out to Noggle. Seals led by as many as 10 moments ago, but a quick 5-0 run cuts that lead in half. Noggle to Pietzu. Pietzu with 3. And it's saved there from going out of bounds by Frida.
Seals could use a stop here.
three, rims in and out, no good by Ryland Scott.
Good rebound by Barolero to put a stop, much needed stop. See if the Seals can convert here and get that lead extended.
Already under 2.5 left here in the opening half. It's been a very fast-paced game to this. And Swineford could have connected there with Barolero. Perhaps an ill-advised pass there.
Yeah, he was staring at Val. He didn't see the defender in front of him and turned it over.
Minium to Hunter, thinking three again. Floats it for two. Doesn't get the roll. Pietzi with the rebound.
And
2 minutes to go.
Good rebound by Pietzi on the weak side. Saw the play all the way, ran over and skied for the rebound.
Bastion down to Barolero. In some trouble. Nice drive by Val. Unable to finish, but he battles for his own miss.
I like to see that. Val being a little aggressive, followed his shot, got his rebound, kept the ball alive for the Seals.
Good ball movement here again from the Seals. Barolero, nice pass inside for Swineford, and he was fouled. It'll be on the floor, and George Cataldi and Blake Haddon will all check back in, so Haddon will go back in with the two personals.
Yeah, 5-point lead at minute 23. You just got to play smart. But a good look by Barolero that time, looking high-low action and able to get it into Swineford, and Tyler picked up the foul.
And he'll come out along with Bastion and Val Barolero, so Noggle will inbound. The foul was on Luke Pietzu. Noggle for three. And Minium there with the loose ball. Up to Hunter.
Now, Reese shot an air ball on that, but it's good to see him shoot.
Minium still has been scoreless so far, and he misses badly there on the floater attempt.
The Seals doing a really good job of putting pressure on every shot.
Under a minute to go now in the half. 5-point lead. Padden for three. Short, or too strong, I should say. Hunter with the rebound. Milton can try and go 2 for 1. Hunter with the floater, nothing doing. Haddon tips it in the air. Noggle had it for a second, and then Cataldi gets the loose ball.
And another stop by the Seals. Seals are starting to chuck some threes against this 1-3-1, 3-2 defense, whatever they're calling it. They need to get inside again.
Cataldi launches one. Oh, yeah! Nate Cataldi with his first three of the game. That's 11 for him. That leads the team.
Just what I said. They needed to get some more three-point shots by Nate Cataldi. Great job, Nate.
15 seconds to go. Seals lead back to 8. Hunter in some trouble again, and ball will stay here with Milton. 11.2 to go. Paul Hamas checked back in for Luke Pietzu.
Good minutes by Pietzu. Got a couple key rebounds, played some good defense.
Hunter inbounds to Minium. 8 seconds to go. Minium back to Hunter. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Hunter driving, floats it. Nothing doing. And that will do it for one of the best halves we've seen from the Selinsgrove Seals this season. They've led by as many as 10. They lead it by 8, 22-14 at the half here in Milton. This is Seals basketball on SBC Sports Live.
The Sunbury Motor Company.
Austin Martin, Kia Elite Sales Consultant, Maranatha Christian School.
Amber Wren, Certified Hyundai and Lincoln Sales Consultant, Selinsgrove Area High School.
Ian Chakosky, Certified Ford Sales Professional, Mount Carmel and Shamokin area.
Christopher Stengline, Ford Certified Sales Consultant, Selinsgrove Area High School.
Tom Mertz, fourth generation owner, Sunbury Motor Company, Shikellamy High School.
A tradition of trust since 1915.
A one-of-a-kind experience that you will want to relive time and time again. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge. Their team painstakingly focuses on every detail to ensure that every aspect of your experience is truly breathtaking. Whether it's a date night, special occasion, private events, both big and small, from beginning to end, Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge offers a truly remarkable experience that you and your loved ones will cherish forever. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge, Selinsgrove.
Platinum Central Pennsylvania is celebrating 10 years in the mid-state, and we're offering 10 cents down for a limited time only. Come see us at any one of our 6 locations in Carlisle, Mechanicsburg, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Selinsgrove, and the brand new Platinum Hershey. Only 10 cents down. Your show, your flow, just bring the dough. Platinum, baby, we get you done.
Halftime here in the jungle in Milton. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you. 22-14 Selinsgrove. And it was pretty much all Seals in that first half, something that we haven't seen all season from this team, Ray. It was definitely very refreshing.
Yeah, the biggest things I saw was, of course, Reese Noggle just being aggressive offensively. It was great to see, and he crashed the boards, got some good rebounds, and offensively, just great to see him attack the glass like he did to start the game. And defensively, holding Milton to 14 points and getting trap after trap, just trapping Milton on the sidelines, in the corners, just all out of that 2-3, not necessarily the 2-2-1 press that we're used to seeing, Matt. They just got traps at like three-quarter court the other way, or like right in front of where we're standing, and on the other side, and it's just been, really good defense. And they're getting the rebounds after the missed shots.
Just overall as a team, Ray, this is just such a different vibe that we've seen from this team in the way they've come out, how confident they've been in themselves, how aggressive they've been, but smartly aggressive. Sometimes we've seen a little too aggressive. That's cost them at times, but that's been pretty impressive to see, considering you had the overtime loss at the buzzer to Mifflinburg, getting crushed at the Mechanicsburg tournament last week, had a week off to think about that. Now you come back here tonight ready to go. I think this has been a very impressive showing from the Seals, and this is a good sign going forward. Yeah, they must have had a good week of practice, because they're sure coming out, and like you said, totally different team that we saw down at the Mechanicsburg tournament. Again, probably outclassed a little bit in that tournament, but if they would have came out and played the way they did, they could have gave those two teams, a much better battle. But yeah, really refreshing, and a credit to Coach Kaiser and the kids to just come back and come out with a good start. But with that said, you got one half over. Exactly right, as the Seals are trying to snap a 3-game losing streak, 5-4. Coming into tonight, you mentioned Reese Noggle, 11 points, so 11 of the 22 points for Selinsgrove, 8 of those in the first quarter, plus a 3. Bastion with 2, as he did get the start tonight and has played most of this game despite injuring his ankle last week and leaving the game early at Mechanicsburg last week. Val Barralera, we've seen a lot of good stuff from him that we haven't seen a lot this year, being more aggressive, and he's got a bucket. He had a bucket and 1 early on in the first quarter, 2 for Blake Cadden, and 2 for Spencer George to lead for the Selinsgrove Seals. For Milton, it's all been Nigel Hunter so far. He has 7, including a 3. 3 from Luke DeLong, 2 from Jace Brandt, 2 from Ashton Krall. Xavier Minium scoreless so far for the Black Panthers. Seals won the first quarter 12-9 and won the second quarter 10-5. And that's a look at your halftime stats so far, Ray. We mentioned being outscored the way they have in the first and second quarters. That's the first time we've seen that as well in the first half. Yeah, and it couldn't have happened at a better time with this big rivalry here. Just what Coach Kaiser needed and the team needed. Come out, have a really good first quarter, follow that up with a just as good second quarter, and it'll be interesting to see what Coach Brandt will make adjustments, try to get his offense going against that 2-3 zone. And for the Seals, they got to figure out a way, since Milton switched a little bit to that 1-2-2/1-3-1, it slowed the Seals down a little bit, but the Seals can't just rely on their outside shooting. As I said, right as Nate Cataldi nailed that 3, and we don't need a 3-point, yay, way to go, Nate, shot. But in general, they need to figure a way to get that inside, get an inside attack that, use their height, get into Spencer, get into Blake, and score some easy buckets against the zone. They just need to be a little more consistent in finishing points in the paint, but they definitely have done that. The ball movement was really good, too. Yeah, you just – like we said, they need to develop some consistency. So far, first half, they have a little bit more consistency. We'll see how it goes, see if they can play 4 quarters instead of 2. Now, the third quarter, Ray, has been the best quarter of the year for the Seals so far, where they've outscored opponents 130-95. But this is going to be maybe a little bit of a different scenario for the Seals where they haven't been a lot this year. They've been trailing a lot at the half in most of these games so far. Now they come back to win a lot of them, but this has been an unprecedented spot for them, so that's going to be something new for them in playing with a lead as long as they have been in this game.
Yeah, hopefully there's something they get used to, going out and building a halftime lead and then being able to maintain it. And you would think Milton's going to come out and put a little pressure. Milton has a pretty quick team. You think the Seals have been sporadic handling pressure. Sometimes they seem to have it down pat. Other times they're throwing the ball away. I remember against Wilkes-Barre when they had their big comeback against the Seals. Part of that was because they couldn't handle the press. So we'll see what Milton pops out at them defensively here in the second half.
And the Seals have led by as many as 10. In this one, they lead by 8 here at the half, 22-14 here in Milton. Second half coming up. This is Seals basketball on SBC Sports Live.
Platinum Central Pennsylvania is celebrating 10 years in the mid-state, and we're offering 10 cents down for a limited time only. Come see us at any one of our 6 locations in Carlisle, Mechanicsburg, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Selinsgrove, and the brand new Platinum Hershey. Only 10 cents down. Your show, your flow, just bring the dough. Platinum, baby, we get you done.
A one-of-a-kind experience that you will want to relive time and time again. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge. Their team painstakingly focuses on every detail to ensure that every aspect of your experience is truly breathtaking. Whether it's a date night, special occasion, private events, both big and small, from beginning to end, Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge offers a truly remarkable experience that you and your loved ones will cherish forever. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge, Selinsgrove.
Halftime here in Milton. Matt Catrillo, Ray Boyer here with you. Seals leading at 22-14 here at the half. They've led by as many as 10 in this one. Milton came back with a mini 5-0 run to cut the deficit to 5, but then a late 3 from Nate Cataldi pushed the lead back to 8 late in the half, and that's where we stand in this Hack 1 opener. And Ray, we've talked about the importance of these games. Of course, this is a rivalry with Milton. When you look at how competitive this division is expected to be this year in Hack 1, all these games that you know you can win are very critical, and now it's up to the Seals to continue the execution that they've shown here in the second half.
Put Shamokin probably at the front of the league on paper, but like you said, Matt, all these other games that everybody else plays is going to be nothing but a dogfight. Milton thinks they can beat Selinsgrove. Selinsgrove thinks they can beat Milton. Shikellami's thinking the same thing about both teams, and it just goes on and on. That hey guys, if we play well, we can win. But that's the key. You got to go out and play well and execute. Look for Milton to put a really, really energy run against the Seals here. Seals got to weather the storm here in the first couple minutes, and if they can do that, they'll be in pretty good shape.
And Central Mountain to add also off to an 8-0 start on the year. They're hosting Shikellamy tonight.
Yeah, Central Mountain is a very good team. They get up and down the floor really well. They're similar to Shamokin in is that they're athletic and they get up and down the floor very well.
And Shamokin is at Jersey Shore tonight, which is where the Seals will head to next on Saturday night. But first, got to take care of business here in this second half as they lead by 8 here on the road in Milton. Good crowd on hand here. It's been 3/4 of the way full on both sides of this gym, both good filled student sections. So this should be an exciting second half, and off we go with the Seals having the basketball here up by 8.
Milton in a 1-3-1 to start the half.
And they mixed up some defenses in that first half, mostly zone, as George finds Haddon. Goes back to Bastion, and now back to George. Now he's in trouble, and then he turns it over. Right to Nigel Hunter.
Yeah, Spencer's got to look to fake that pass.
And then the block by Reese Noggle.
Look at that kid get up. He was way above the rim when he blocked that shot. Just a great block. Bailed out Spencer. Just a way to pick up your team, Reese.
Continuing just an outstanding, well-rounded game tonight. 11 points for the Seals in that half. Haddon for 3. Oh, yeah! Blake Haddon joining the party. Give him 5 on the night. And the largest lead for the Seals at 11.
Seals are like in 2023.
I would say. especially the way they ended 2022.
And there's the trap again.
Brand was in trouble, but Minium was right there. And I think that's going to be a travel. Yes, it is, and the Seals will get it back.
Again, the Seals are trapping in the three-quarter court area and just causing all kinds of fits for the Milton Black Panthers.
Black Panthers 4-3 into tonight. They're on a 3-game win streak that they're trying to keep alive. Haddon thinking three, splits the defense, and then lost the ball. Can he get it back? And they'll say it is Milton ball as they had the possession arrow. They called the jump ball.
Blake got in the middle of traffic there. You got to really take care of the ball. You have three guys around you. It's tough to take care of the ball when you're surrounded by three guys.
Minium splits the D, finds DeLong. DeLong was trying to go to crawl, and kick ball there, and Milton will keep it.
Luke Pietzu doing a good job being goalie there with a kick save.
Hunter thinking a deep three, nothing doing. Decides otherwise. And then DeLong is stripped by Blake Haddon.
And Blake's long arm in the passing lane, and another turnover by the Panthers against this 2-3 zone.
Haddon chucks up a three. Too strong. Pietzu almost had the rebound. Bastian gets there, doesn't get the roll. Ball still loose, and Brandt finally gets to it. Out to Xavier Minium, who was scoreless in that first half. He's stripped. Hunter sticks with it, though. Floats it for two. Short. George with the rebound.
Good defense again by the Seals, making Milton hurry a shot. And one and done again. Good job on the boards.
Bastian down to Pietzu in the post. Inside Spencer George. Mid-range J is good, and that's 4 for Spencer George on the night. Largest lead at 13 now.
It's nice to see Spencer not try to barrel in through two guys. He just had that little 6-footer and took it, made it.
Milton still has yet to score in this quarter. Almost 3 minutes in. Pietzu nearly had the strip of Minium just then. Luke DeLong for three, got it. And that ends the drought for the Black Panthers.
Yeah, second three tonight by Luke DeLong. He is a good outside shooter. You better find out where he is and get a hand in his face.
Lead down to 10 now for the Seals.
Guys, slide down.
And Haddon trying to get inside for George. Seals will keep it. And here comes Nate Cataldi and Gabe Paul-Hamus to get Pietzu and Bastian.
Directing the subs to get in the game. They want them to slide down there in front of us here as we're broadcasting. They need to slide down and get in front of the actual scorers.
Yeah, we're rarely courtside, but we are here tonight, and then the scorer's end is to our right as the three from Paul-Hamus is short. Out of transition to Hunter now on the pass from Crawl. Hunter drives, and he'll head to the line for two.
Yeah, Cataldi ran beside him and tried to spook him a little bit by running underneath, but got called for the foul.
So the first on Nate Cataldi. And Hunter misses the first as Val Barillero checks in for Spencer George.
Neither team putting their foul shots in tonight.
I think both teams are still 0 for.
I think you are correct.
Hunter goes 1 of 2 there, give him 8 on the night. Had 7 in the first half to lead Milton. And Seals' lead is down to 9. So far, good ball movement again from the Seals on the offensive side. Noggle finds Paul-Hamus, almost lost the handle, and then has to get it away from Barillero, has to keep it alive, and they turned it over. Hunter with Minium in transition. Minium has to stop, kicks it back. Hunter for three, short. Paul-Hamus there with the rebound.
And again, great hustle by Reese Noggle. Milton had transition, and Noggle beat him down the floor and stopped him, made him shoot a 3-air ball.
And a timeout called by Justin Kaiser. I think he might have tried to call timeout with Val Barillero in trouble on the baseline. He showed some frustration there to the officials, but crisis averted there as Milton doesn't convert on the other end as we're under the halfway point of the third quarter. Seals leading by 9.
Yeah, we've seen Justin Kaiser do that a lot. He's really heads up with his timeouts when one of the players is in trouble. Rather than getting a turnover, he'll call a timeout. I remember the Hughesville game. He got one when the other coach said they didn't have possession, and then a couple minutes later it happened the other way.
Hadn't seen anything like it.
Yeah, Coach Kaiser not afraid to call a timeout when one of his guys is in trouble.
So the Seals have led by as many as 13, which was to start here in this third quarter. And so far, Ray, I'd say so far so good as far as taking the momentum from the first half into this third quarter.
Yeah, not much of a run to start the half by the Panthers. They're still discombobulated against this 2-3 trapping zone that the Seals are running.
Seals had the ball out of the timeout. And that'll stay with Selinsgrove as Seals had some trouble with the 1-3-1 there from Milton.
It looks like Milton gave them a taste of their own medicine, tried to trap them, and fortunately it went off a Milton Panther leg.
Noggle goes to Haddon. I don't think he was expecting that, and then he lost the ball.
A nice pass, but you're right, Reese was not Blake wasn't expecting it and couldn't handle it.
So the Seals have turned it over now in their last 2 possessions. Minium, a 3. Haddon had to go right through his hands, but luckily Noggle was right there. Now finds Paul Hamus in transition. Paul Hamus a 3, and out of nowhere comes Nigel Hunter for the block. Wow.
Yeah, Gabe tried to wind up on that 3-point shot, took his time, tried to get his feet set, and Nigel Hunter made him pay. A tremendous block.
So Paul Hamus gets a salute from the Milton student section as Gavin Bastion checks in for him. And now you see the Seals student body respond. You gotta love it. Meanwhile, Barillero back across to Noggle. Noggle thinking 3. Thinks otherwise, back to Haddon. Now Cataldi in some trouble, has to get rid of it, finds Val Barillero, and then nearly turned over as Noggle got a piece of that, kept that away from Nigel Hunter.
Milton's trying to trap on the sidelines when they can, trying to give Selinsgrove a taste of their own medicine.
Haddon to Cataldi for 3, nothing doing there. Bastion right there though for the rebound.
Like to see the Seals try to split the zone here and get an easy basket inside.
Seals taking their time as they should be late here in this third quarter. Noggle in some trouble, has to split a couple of defenders and go back into the backcourt. Cataldi back across to Haddon. Haddon, shot fake. Goes back to Noggle, working it all the way back around. Cataldi launches a 3. Oh, yeah! Nate Cataldi with his second 3. Give him a dozen on the year, and the Seals with a 12-point lead.
Huge basket by Nate Cataldi. Good patience by the Seals. Little out of whack against that 1-3-1 trap that they're running, but came up and Nate made him pay. Wide open look.
Great look, good ball movement. Minium trying to answer. That's short.
Once again, the Seals are holding them to 1 and done, doing an outstanding job on the defensive rebound.
Noggle, great look for Val Barillero, but he's blocked by Ashton Krall.
Yeah, great look by Reese. Val's got to learn to square that up and use his body and at least draw the foul on that.
Val Barillero had a key bucket and 1 in the first quarter, but nothing since. Hunter was stripped from behind, lost his dribble. That was Noggle who applied the strip there, and he has to go back to Jace Brandt.
Barillero doing a good job to stop the drive.
And DeLong nearly answers as that was halfway in and out. Krall with the offensive board. Hunter floats it for 2, short. Ball still in the air, Bastion rips it down. 50 seconds to go in the third.
And another stop by the Seals.
Bastion, lots of room to drive. And Justin Kaiser wanted a call, not going to get it. Ball goes back to Milton.
Yeah, I thought Gavin on that drive got hit from behind, but the referees thought different. Coach Kaiser is not upset. They're not too happy, very upset about that call, and I don't blame him.
Tyler Swineford, Luke Pietzu back in. 39 seconds to go in the third.
You got to watch Bryant in the corner here. He's sitting down there looking for a three.
Pass was behind DeLong there for Minium. Now Brand in the corner has to go back to Hunter. That goes through his fingertips. Frantically gives it to DeLong. 23 seconds. Minium back to DeLong, over to Hunter. 18 seconds now. Minium for three in the corner. Short. Bastion with the rebound. 13 seconds to go. Seals got a hold for the final shot here.
Great defense by the Seals. Going to get it with one shot here. Looks like Noggle.
Noggle for three at the buzzer. Short. But that'll do it for the third quarter. The Seals led by as many as 13. They lead it by a dozen after 3 quarters of play here in the jungle in Milton. It's the Seals 30, Milton 18. This is Seals basketball on SBC Sports Live.
The Sunbury Motor Company.
Austin Martin, Kia Elite Sales Consultant, Maranatha Christian School.
Amber Wren, certified Hyundai and Lincoln sales consultant, Selinsgrove area high school.
Ian Chikuski, certified Ford sales professional, Mount Carmel and Shamokin area.
Christopher Stengline, Ford certified sales consultant, Selinsgrove area high school.
Tom Mertz, fourth generation owner, Sunbury Motor Company, Shikellamy High School.
A tradition of trust since 1915.
Start of the fourth quarter here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you. 30-18, the Seals lead. They have led throughout most of this game, Ray. They've led by as many as 13, and this has just been a different team tonight, and it's continued through 3 quarters.
And the story tonight, Matt, is their defense. They're playing a great 2-3, rebounding out of the 2-3, holding Milton for the most part to one-and-done shots, getting lots of traps, and so far, defense has been outstanding. Look for Milton to put some full-court pressure on them.
Something that also hasn't been done this year, the Seals have won every quarter so far, 12-9, 10-5, 8-4, as we start the fourth.
And win one more.
They're trying to snap a 3-game skid. Pietzu drives, kicks it back to Cataldi, and out to Noggle in the corner. George spinning on Crawl, trying to look for a pass, and floats it for 2, nothing doing. Pietzu had a chance for it, and Minium will get the loose ball.
Milton match back up there to start the quarter.
They've mixed it up defensively here tonight. Luke DeLong wide open for 3, got it. He's been on fire tonight for Milton as they get back within 9.
And here comes the full court pressure. Looks like full court man-to-man by Milton. Maybe trying to trap.
Noggle breaks it up. Milton, meanwhile, trying to keep a 3-game win streak alive. 4-3 coming into tonight. Seals 5-4. Act 1 opener. Spencer George, strong drive, unable to finish. Pietzu had a chance for the loose ball, and they say that will go back to Milton.
Yeah, Spencer, right idea, trying to be aggressive, but through 2 guys, a little bit too aggressive, and took a tough shot. Get over on DeLong.
Who's really kept the Black Panthers in this game, and that's Jace Brandt for 3, goes right to Hunter, who also has kept the Black Panthers in this game. Minium drives, floats over 2, and that's his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, surprising that Minium just scored his first basket of the night, and you want to keep him quiet because he's an explosive offensive player.
And a foul called here against Milton. This is their first team foul of the half. Seals only had 1 themselves, and that's going to be on Minium, and that will be his first, I believe, as Bastion and Haddon. I'm sorry, that's his second, as Haddon and Bastion come back in.
Nice to see Reese Noggle again now that they switched up. Reese got all those points when they were playing man in the first quarter, and that time Reese took off to the basket and drew the foul.
So Minium with 2, DeLong with 2, and Brandt with 2, and bucket and 1 for Spencer George.
That was an excellent play by Spencer. There was no help that time. He was able to take Crawl right to the hoop and hopefully can convert the three-point play.
One of Spencer George's best offensive games we've seen recently as well. Give him 6 on the night. Had just 4 against Mechanicsburg last week. 6 of 13 at the foul line coming into tonight. Missed it. Seals still have not had a free throw tonight.
No. They're saving them for later.
Oh for 6 now, I think.
Yes.
They lead by 9, led by as many as 13. Two-three zone here for the Seals. Check that. Brandt driving, spins, got it, and 1. Big one there for Jace Brandt, one of the 3 leading scorers for this Milton team, as Val Barillero checks back in for Spencer George. That's his 2nd.
Tough drive by Brandt and able to pick up the foul, and he gets to go to the foul line to make it and 1.
So 2 for Blake Haddon and 2 for Spencer George so far for the Seals.
Yeah, not many fouls. Both teams played a lot of zone in this game, and you commented about the game going fast and not many team fouls, and that's exactly what's happening. Look for the press off this make foul shot by Brandt.
Yeah, so far this game has been 52 minutes. As Brandt misses it, and Haddon will get the rebound. Both teams really struggling from the free throw line tonight.
And Brandt's a good foul shooter. I'm surprised he missed that.
Noggle kicks it back out to Pietsu. Pietsu floats it for 2, unable to finish, and Pietsu's been hard buying a basket for him this season.
Yeah, right idea, good drive, just not able to knock it down.
DeLong had to go chase that down, gets it back to Minium. Brandt a 3, got it. Big one there for Jace Brandt. That's his 2nd of the night, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point game.
Yeah, Seals need a basket.
Seals led by 12 to start the 3rd, have led by as many as 13. Haddon drives, nothing doing. In a scoreless drought here for the Seals. They need to stop now. Hunter flips it back to DeLong. That's for 3, short. And Bastian with the rebound. And now a timeout called by Justin Kaiser.
Seals dodged a bullet there with the long wide open and missed it, tracked it down. Coach Kaiser not liking what he's seeing on the floor, trying to stop the momentum here by the Black Panthers.
Yeah, Ray, you mentioned it. You expected to see a run from this Black Panthers team here in the second half. It didn't really come in the 3rd quarter, but it's come now obviously here in the 4th and final quarter here at home.
Yeah, Seals got to find a way to score again against the man-to-man. Milton switched up. That's when they started their run. And the Seals had great success in the 1st quarter against Milton's man-to-man, but so far since Milton switched back, the Seals have not got a basket.
Seals have had a lot of success in close games this year. That's the majority of the 5-game win streak came from. 2 of them on the road, 2-1 on the road this season. For Milton, they have lost a lot of close games, including 2 in a row to Mifflinburg and Danville before they began this 3-game win streak. And the Seals have the ball out of the timeout. Be nice to have a bucket here and good execution out of the timeout. Cataldi drives, lost the ball, keeps with it though, and gets it back to Bastian. Crowd wanted to travel, and they're not going to get it.
I think they wanted a double dribble. Nate had the ball with 2 hands and kept going across, and I think we got away with one that time.
Now try to go inside for Bastian, and this time they don't get away with it, and again out of a timeout, the Seals turn it over.
Yeah, no hurry there. Cataldi just tried to force the pass into Bastian.
Minium for 3, there it is. Xavier Minium's been quiet all game. He's got 5 points here in the 4th, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game.
And the place got really, really loud. Good shot by Minium.
And now a foul called here against Minium, so that is going to be his 3rd.
And that's big, not because it's his 3rd foul, because he's been getting in Reese Noggle's face, and maybe that'll back him off a little bit. You can see he's bumping him already as we're waiting to inbound.
As you mentioned, Ray, crowd getting into it now here in the jungle. Seals lead was 12 to start the fourth. Now it's 1. But Reese Noggle continues the big game he's having with a big bucket there to extend the lead to 3 and stop the bleeding for a little bit.
And that's how you beat man-to-man pressure, is you drive right by it.
That's his first bucket of this half. Give him 13. At 11 in the opening half, 8 in the first quarter.
Coach Kaiser yelling out 2 for the 2-3 zone. They got to get out on the shooters.
Hunter driving. Brian Brandt wanted a call there on the contact, not going to get it. Approaching 3 minutes to go in regulation. Hunter for 3, got it. And now the Black Panthers are really starting to heat it up, and we're tied at 34. I guess it wouldn't be a Seals game if it wasn't going to be a nail-biter, Ray.
That's right. Nigel Hunter with a huge 3 for the Panthers to tie this game at 34 with 2 3/4 to go. Patience.
Milton has made it all the way back. Haddon spins, drives, nothing doing. Barillero missed it, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Good rebound by Val Barillero. Some big foul shots for the young man. He's due.
He is 1 of 10 now on the season, or excuse me, 1 of 9 on the season. Can he make some here? With the game starting to hang in the balance. That is the 3rd now on Luke DeLong, by the way. And he missed it. 1 more for Barillero. Milton only with 2 more fouls to give the rest of the way.
And the Seals got to actually start thinking about creating some fouls, so if they need to put somebody on the line to stop the clock, they got to start making some fouls.
And Val makes the 2nd. Big one there from Val to give Selinsgrove a 1-point lead.
Spencer George in for Barillero. Big foul shot by Val.
2:36 to go. Seals have played great defense all game. They need to stop now. They need to play good D for 2:31. Hunter for the lead. Strong. Went off for the top of the backboard. Seals get the ball back.
Yeah, it goes over the back like that. That's a dead ball, and good call by the referee. Now full court pressure by Milton.
And Justin Kaiser has 2 fulls left, and he's going to use 1 of them now. So he'll have 1 full left after this.
Yeah, he's going to set up his press break. Milton's showing. It kind of looked like they're going to play full court man-to-man, maybe try to run and jump the Seals. It's a good timeout by Coach Kaiser to set up our press break. This is what we want to do.
Once again, Ray, the Seals have done a lot of great things tonight. They've been a different team for most of this game. They're battling some adversity right now, so we're going to learn more about this team in the next 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, their defense is really leaking here in the 4th quarter. They've given up 16 points, which is almost as much as they gave up the entire game. Of course, Milton got hot from the perimeter with Brandt and DeLong and Hunter all hitting 3s, and Minium hit a 3. So they've given up 4 3s in this 4th quarter. So you might look at the Seals like, hey, maybe we're going to switch up to man-to-man since Milton's getting a little bit hot from outside. First and foremost, though, the Seals got to break the pressure by Milton.
Yeah, it's a 16-5 4th quarter so far in favor of the Black Panthers. Adam will inbound underneath the basket, facing the full court press here from Milton.
Full court man-to-man.
Noggle driving, floats it up, got it! Reese Noggle with 15 points on the night. Seals lead by 3.
He is just carrying this team offensively tonight. Great job by Reese.
Hunter floats it for 2, short. Noggle with the rebound. 2 minutes to go in regulation.
A lot of time left. Run your offense.
Noggle was scoreless in the 3rd. 2 big buckets here in the 4th. Haddon thinking 3. On Minium there. Goes back to Noggle. Seals would be smart to run some clock. Noggle room to drive though, puts it up. He's got it again! 17 for Reese Noggle. Seals lead by 5.
I'm out of words for this kid. He's just doing everything that we thought he could.
Minium for 3. Too strong. George gets the rebound.
Great rebound by Spencer George. Good box out. Good defense by the Seals.
Seals putting their foot on the door now. Can do so especially with a bucket here. 5-0 run for the Seals after Milton came back to tie it at 34.
Be patient. Be patient. You don't need anything big.
George on crawl, spins, floats it, got it! Spencer George with 8 points and a timeout for Milton.
A great move by Spencer. Tough paint shot, and everything flowing for the Seals. What a game of runs here.
Seals led by 12 to start the quarter. Game got tied at 34. Now a 7-0 run from the Seals. And Ray, we just mentioned we're going to learn a lot about this team in this final 2.5 minutes. That was a response right there.
Yeah, now they got to play defense. They got to take care of the ball against the press, and they're going to have to make their foul shots because Milton now is, if they don't get anything off the press, they're going to start fouling. They have 3 fouls to give yet, but real important to get the ball to your foul shooters, which would probably be Reese Noggle and Gavin Bastian have the best percentages. You want to get them the ball in the crunch time when Milton starts to foul. But right now you got to play great defense. You play great defense for a minute, you're going to win the game. And that includes, after you play the defense, getting the rebound.
Seals trying to snap a 3-game losing streak and go to 1-0 in Hack 1 play. Milton trying to keep a 3-game win streak alive. 55.5 to go in regulation. Seals match up. Hunter finds DeLong. Over to Jace Brandt. Brandt chucks up a 3. Short, way off the mark, in fact. And Cataldi rips down the rebound. Now it's time for Milton to foul. So far, Seals get at least up court. Bastian goes to Haddon, and there's the foul.
Good stop by the Seals. Switched to man-to-man, made a good stop. Made Brandt take a tough shot and pulled down the rebound.
And exactly as you just mentioned, Ray, who you want at the free throw line, Gavin Bastian, 14 of 23 on the year. I'm sorry, I still have one more foul to give if you're Milton. And then Noggle just lost it. Minium finds Hunter. Back across to Jace Brandt. 25 seconds to go. DeLong chucks up a 3. Way off the mark. Spencer George with a rebound. Now Milton has to foul again, and they will. And that's the last foul to give for the Black Panthers.
And the Seals are doing great defense, and they're holding them to one shot. Good box out by Spencer George underneath. He had his man blocked. Step to the ball, make your foul shots.
20.4 to go. And there's the foul there on Minium, his 4th. And Noggle will now shoot 1 of 1.
Yeah, looking pretty good with 19 seconds to go. Defensively, you don't want to foul, and you want to hold them to one shot.
Noggle 15 of 21 on the year. Exactly, as you just mentioned, Ray, too, another guy you want at the free throw line at this point in the game.
The Seals get her matched up. Coach Kaiser telling everybody to match up here. Just play great defense, don't foul, get the rebound.
And Noggle makes the first.
Reese Noggle loves the jungle.
And now one more. Missed it there. 18 for Noggle. 17 seconds to go. 8-point lead for the Seals. Minium chucks up a 3. Nothing doing. Noggle chases it down, keeps it in bounds to Cataldi. Cataldi hanging onto it, and then he's fouled by Jace Brandt. We walk the floor here with 6.7 to go.
I'm really impressed with the defense down the stretch in this last minute. We said at the timeout, 55 seconds to go. They're up 7, just play great defense. And they have. They've shut Milton out.
So now Nate Cataldi to the free throw line for the second time tonight. 3 of 6 on the season. Hit 2 big threes in this one. 12 on the year now for him, and he knocks down the first to make it a 9-point game.
And one more makes it a 4-possession game with 6.7. I like the chances.
I do too. And doesn't get the roll there. 5 seconds to go. Midium's just going to dribble it out. And the Selinsgrove Seals, saluted by their student section on the road, have snapped their 3-game losing streak and have won their first Hack 1 game of the season as they win it here tonight, 43-39. 43-34 on the road here against the Milton Black Panthers.
Yeah, what a defensive night. The defense was the key to the game, especially down the stretch when Milton had that tremendous run making all those threes. The Seals stopped them on that. And then the other part of it is Reese Noggle, who we kept lamenting in that Mechanicsburg tournament, shoot the ball. He wasn't shooting. He wasn't getting good looks. And tonight, I don't know, maybe you heard us. Whatever, somebody got to him, and he just played probably the best game I've seen him play.
Finished with 18 on the night as the Seals win it here tonight, 43-34. They go to 6-4 on the year and 1-0 in Hack 1 play, heading into the Jersey Shore game on the road this Saturday. And Ray, we certainly have learned a lot about this team, especially in this fourth quarter. This is the biggest confidence booster I think you'll see this team take, and hopefully they can take it into the next game now, because when you give up a 12-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, led by as many as 13, tie the game up, and you end the game on a 9-0 run, that's as impressive as it gets.
They took Milton's best shot there in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Milton came out, nailed 4 3-pointers, and tied the game up, took the lead, I believe, right? And they just came back and just did a great job. Defensively is what shut that run down and created the run for the Seals. And, of course, Reese Naga was the centerpiece of that, beating their man-to-man consistently. So just a great team effort defensively tonight, and a great effort by Reese Naga to lead the Seals to victory.
Well, as you tally up the final stats there, Ray, Seals improving to 6-4 on the year, 1-0 in Hack 1 play. They snapped the 3-game losing streak with the win here tonight, 43-34. Milton will fall to 4-4 on the year. Their 3-game win streak is snapped, and they'll fall to 0-1 in Hack 1 play. Seals leading by as many as 13 in this one, 12 to start the fourth, and just an impressive 9-0 run to close out the game here tonight, winning it by 9, 43-34, and what was a great crowd here in the jungle in Milton. So your final numbers for you: the Seals win that fourth quarter, or I should say it was, 16 to
13.
16-13. Milton won that fourth quarter, but other than that, the Seals won every quarter tonight. 12-9 in the first, 10-5 in the second, 8-4 in the third. Reese Noggle, of course, you mentioned him. 18 points for him tonight. Gavin Bastian with 2. Val Barralera with 3. Blake Hannon with 5. Spencer George, a big game from him as well tonight, with 8. And Nate Cataldi with 2 key threes with 7. For Milton, final numbers led, by the way, with Nigel Hunter with 10. Luke DeLong with 9, all threes for him. 7 for Jace Brandt, 2 for Ashton Krall, and 5 for Xavier Minium. And now the Seals will try to start another new win streak on the road at Jersey Shore, Ray, on Saturday night.
Yeah, just a huge confidence booster, a much-needed win for the overall win-loss record. A game that could have gone either way tonight, and the Seals just really responded after a really rough holiday week, and now they have to try to keep it going against a Jersey Shore team that has been struggling so far. But anytime you go to Jersey Shore, crazy things can happen in that gym. So great win for the Seals tonight. Enjoy the bus ride home and get back to work tomorrow.
We know that for sure, and we want to remind viewers that this broadcast is available anytime in the SBC Sports Live and SBC Sports Live 2 YouTube channels, as are all of our past football, basketball, and wrestling broadcasts. Don't forget to click subscribe to know when our broadcasts go live. You can also keep up with the schedule by following SBC Sports Live on Facebook. Again, the final score tonight, Seals 43, Milton 34. And the technical director of today's broadcast has been Elizabeth DeRoba. Our videographers tonight are Emma Pettingill and Max Reichold. Our executive producer is Kevin Herr. Our next Seals broadcast will be Saturday night at 7:30 as the Seals head out to Jersey Shore to take on the Bulldogs. Seals basketball on SBC Sports Live has been a presentation of SBC Media Partners. For my partner Ray Moore and the rest of our SBC Sports Live YouTube channel crew, I'm Matt Catrillo. We'll see you next time for Seals basketball on